Well, hello and welcome everybody to another Make It Happen with Don video. If you've watched our videos before, we'd like to say welcome back, and we are glad that you are here. So today's video, what I wanted to do is get on here and title this Getting Set to Sail. You know, we're Vegas people. It took a while, but Heather finally convinced me to go on a cruise, and my goodness, that cruise was so much fun that ever since then we have been cruising, baby. So we got 2 upcoming cruises. We have another Vegas trip planned. So I wanted to get on here and make a video and let you know what we got going on. So without further ado, let's make it happen.
Pack your bags, cause we're heading way out west to the city that never takes a rest. Dawn and Heather, we're gonna have a blast in the neon lights where the memories last. From the strip to downtown, we'll explore it all, sharing every moment, big and small. Vegas vlogs, watch us take on the town. With every video, the excitement's found. Make it happen with Don, hey yeah. Don and Heather living life without a care. We're chasing dreams, gonna hit that super grand. With every jackpot, making memories grand. Make it happen with Don, hey yeah. Don and Heather living life without a care.
Alright, I don't want this video to be confusing, so I thought I would create a little outline to present to you at the onset, and that way, if you're not interested in certain things, you could fast forward to certain parts. But the first thing I'd like to go over is our upcoming schedule. We're going to talk about what we have planned for the next couple months so that you will know what to expect. After I do that, then we're getting into the getting set to sail video portion. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I go about planning a cruise. During that segment, I'm going to talk about all the cruise offers that we now get. I'm going to talk about how I pick which cruise to go on, and also how we simply book the cruise. After that, I'm going to talk about the costs associated with the cruise. I watch a lot of videos on cruises and they seem to go over some things, but the one thing is, how much does a cruise cost? What's included? What do I need to plan for? And I'm going to share with you what Heather calls my OCD spreadsheet, my obsessive compulsive disorder spreadsheet. I mean, I have a spreadsheet to line it up. You got a flight, you got a cruise, you got a hotel before the cruise possibly, there's gratuity, there's a drink package, you got to pay for internet, do you want the food package, are there going to be any excursions, there's lunch, dinner, breakfast, times, shows, different shows, times. So there's a lot of things to keep straight. So I created a beautiful little spreadsheet so that I could have it all lined up, and I'm going to share that with you as well. I hope you like that part of it, because it really details out what a cruise costs. Finally, I'm going to touch on some tips and tricks that we have learned about cruising. Now, we are in no way, shape, or form experts on cruising. How could we be? We've gone on one. However, the learning curve was very quick. I want to share with you some tips, some tricks on how to make your cruise a little bit better, a little bit more efficient, a little bit more enjoyable, because that is what it's all about. Living your blessed life because you're blessed, cruise style. All right, guys, here is our upcoming schedule for the next 2 months. So we have cruise number 1 planned here in July, and that is going to be on July 7th. We are setting sail on Independence of the Seas out of Miami, Florida. We couldn't be more excited about this. It's a smaller ship. My brother says, you love the lure of the seas. Now you got to try a smaller ship, because I think you're going to like it even better. I'm not sure. I like all the activities, but I have seen people say they like the smaller ships because it's less people, less hectic, but still all the activities. So we are very excited to go on that cruise. Once we return home from that cruise, it's back to work for a few days, and then it's time for the pinnacle, the thing that I'm most excited about. We're going to set sail again on Royal Caribbean's Utopia of the Seas. Why am I so excited, you ask? I'm glad you asked. Because it is their inaugural sailing. First time this ship is sailing to the public. I think they're out at sea now, testing the waters, testing things out. They may have like a media cruise or something, but this is the first one that's open for anyone, and we are on the ship. And we went all out on this one. We got the beverage package, we got the food package, we got the adults only private Coco Cay Beach, so we're excited to show you that one. Now we're going to try something a little different since it is the inaugural sailing of the Utopia of the Seas, and I want to get some videos out to the public because everybody's going to be like, what's this ship look like? What's this ship look like? And I don't want to wait till we get home to have to edit and stuff. So I'm still going to get home and edit and do our weekly vlogs, but we are going to attempt to do some videos while we're actually on the ship. I don't know how the internet's going to be and the upload speeds, but I'm going to try it. So don't hold me to it, but you may see some extra videos popping up during the week. Also on the cruises, we plan on doing a live stream on our first day of the Independence of the Seas and our first day of Utopia of the Seas. Obviously, we're going to want to do that while we're in port so that we have the good internet, the data connection. So it's probably going to be before set sail time of 4 o'clock. So it may be like 1 or 2, but I'll post that schedule in the afternoon. Hopefully, if you're not working, you can catch that. If not, you can catch the replay of that. And then finally, in August 4th, we're going back to Las Vegas, baby. Viva Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas. So right now, I think we're staying at the Fontainebleau. However, we may schedule the Cosmo for part of that trip. I'm not sure. Now, a lot of you have expressed interest in a meet and greet. So here, this is very important. I need you to email me at makeithappenwithdon@gmail.com. Let me know if you're going to be there that week. Let me know if you're interested in a meetup. If the interest is there, we'll definitely put that in motion. So that's the schedule for the next couple months. So let's talk about these cruises. Okay, the next thing that I wanted to go over with you guys to give you some information, help you out if we can, is how do we go about planning a cruise? Well, on our first cruise, we spent some time in the casino, as you know, we enjoy doing. And so they sent us some offers. Now, when we were on the cruise, they gave us a free cruise certificate. And we used that to book okay, so on our first cruise, they gave us this certificate, and it's got a QR code that you scan, and it brings up a list of cruises that are available for you to go on. So what we did is we went to the next cruise station on the ship and left a $200 deposit because they said we get some extra free play if we did it right then. We didn't have to pick the cruise, we didn't have to book the cruise, we just had to leave a $200 deposit for our future cruise. So we did that. Then when I got home, I scanned the QR code, and lo and behold, the Utopia of the Seas was on the list, and I got on the phone and called, and I said, hey, can we get on the Utopia of the Seas? And they said, you sure can. And so that's how that went about. So we got the free cruise on the Utopia of the Sea. Now, after that, I started getting these mailers, like on the weekly, and Paradise is paying out. So inside, complimentary junior suite or balcony. So this is what got me. So on the inside here, it has a list of free cruises, and I noticed up here it said junior suite. Now the first one that we won in the casino, it was just a balcony ocean view, but a junior suite is even better. So we went on here and I checked out the list and I starred some that we might be interested in, and we settled on the Independence of the Sea. Called the 800 number that's listed here because I like to talk to a live person. Probably could have did it online, probably put in my offer code, it probably would have came up, I could have click and booked it that way. But I like to talk to a live person. And here is why. This is the big why. Remember I told you before, when you book a hotel, you could do hotwire, you could do this, you could do that. You don't know about the cancellations, but call the property and say, is that the best you could do? And a lot of times they're like, well, you know what? I could give you a free upgrade, or I could give you 10% off. So when I called and I talked to the representative about the Independence of the Seas, he said, I'm sorry, Mr. Einen, we no longer have any junior suites available. And I said, okay. And he says, but you know what? Let me put you mind if I put you on hold for 5 minutes? And I said, no, go ahead. Put me on hold. And it was like 20 minutes. And at first I was getting irritated, but when he came back, I then realized why it took 20 minutes. Because the most beautiful thing came through the phone. He said, Mr. Ryan, since we are all out of junior suites, I talked to my management and I got permission to upgrade you to a grand suite for free. Grand suite. This cruise, and I'm going to show you later in the video, was like $7,800 for the grand suite. So, free. So we booked it, got the grand suite, and life was good. So that's basically how I go about booking the cruise. Now, we talked about booking some future cruises, but I said to Heather, I says, well, we got the 2 in July, so let's wait so we could go on these. We'll play a little bit more in the casino, and who knows, maybe the offers will get even sweeter. So we're going to hold off and see what offers come in. So we always check for offers before we book anything. So I hope that helped out. That is how we book our cruises. Okay, that's all great, Don. Now we know how to book a cruise. But you know what we want to know? We want to know, how much does it cost, right? I mean, there's a lot of costs associated with cruise. So, again, we did one cruise, so I'm not an expert, but we did learn a lot. And here's what I learned. When you book a Royal Caribbean cruise, your fare includes a stateroom for 2. It includes your dining package, basic dining package, meaning you can go to the dining hall every night for dinner. I think the dining hall's open for breakfast and lunch. There's buffets. There's a couple other different places. You could eat like at Johnny Rockets for breakfast, but it doesn't include any of the specialty dining. Like, it doesn't include Johnny Rockets for dinner or a burger for lunch. It does not include Giovanni's or Chops Grill, the fancy restaurants. But it does include your basic meal package. And you could go on a cruise and eat in the main dining hall and have plenty to eat and be happy because the food is delicious. If you checked out our earlier cruise videos on our first cruise, we didn't get no dining package, so it was great. Okay? So that's pretty much what your cruise fare covers. Now, as far as beverages, you could get coffee at breakfast. They have a few juices you can get. No soda, none of that stuff. So you want to add a drink package. Now, when you go to add a drink package, there's 3 levels. You could buy the deluxe beverage package, and that's no holds barred, all goes. All your drinks are for free. All your coffees, smoothies, milkshakes, drinks on Coco K. Drink as much as you want, whenever you want, and that's all included. Starbucks is never included in these drink packages, so if you go to Starbucks, you're going to have to pay extra. Okay? The next thing you could do is get the, what they call it, the refreshment package. The refreshment package covers like special coffees, smoothies, milkshakes, soda, things like that. Now the deluxe drink package for all you can drink on a 5-night cruise for 2 people was $860. We didn't get that. The refreshment package for smoothies, shakes, and coffees was $300 for the 5 nights. We didn't get that. But we did go with the classic soda package. It was only $9.99 per day per person for a total of $117. Now on the soda package, when you get on the ship, you go to any bar, they give you a Royal Caribbean cup. You can take it to any of the fountain places. You can drink soda as much as you want for breakfast, lunch, dinner, Cocoa K, and you have all your sodas. Now the reason we didn't get the deluxe drink package is because we reached a status in the casino where we get drinks for free in the casino. So anytime we're in the casino, we're drinking for free. And on the Independence, they upgrade us to a grand suite, which I believe they have like a suite lounge where they have free cocktails from certain times, so we won't have to worry about that. Now, if we have a cocktail on Cocoa K, if we have a few beverages at the pool in the morning, different things like that, we'd have to pay for them. But you can't do that, so it's about $15 a drink. You just give them your C Pass, and they charge it right to the room. But I don't think we were going to drink $860 worth, so we didn't get the drink package. Okay? And that's how the drink package works. The other thing you can get is unlimited dining. You can get specialty dining, and that means you can go to all the specialty restaurants. Chops Grill, which is a big steakhouse. Giovanni's Table, which is Italian. They have Izumi Hibachi and sushi. And if you want to add that, that adds to the price. On this ship for 5 nights, it was a total of $465 for the 2 of us for the deluxe dining package. Again, you don't have to get that. Plenty of food on the ship that's already covered. The other thing you could do is you could just add a specialty restaurant. Like say you don't want to pay the $465, but you'd like to try Chop Steakhouse. You can get online and book Chop Steakhouse, make a reservation, and pay for it in advance. I want to say it's $111 for 2 people for Chop Steakhouse. So you can kind of customize your dining experience. On the Independence of the Seas, we did get the deluxe dining package. So we can eat at any specialty restaurant any night. We can eat at the specialty restaurants for lunch on sea days, and some of them are open for breakfast. So we're going to be well fed on that cruise. And the other thing you have to pay for is internet. They have Boom Internet at $21.99 per person per day. You heard me right. Per person per day. So for Heather and I, that would have been $220 for the 5-night cruise just to have internet. I think that's crazy. If you can disconnect on a cruise and not worry about being connected, I recommend it. But if you have to have it, then you're going to pay a steep price. Now, you don't have to get it for all the 5 days. You can get it for just a couple days, but it's kind of pricey. We did not pay for the internet service because from what I understand, in a grand suite, it includes free internet. So I'll find that out when we get on the ship. If we have it, we have it. If we don't, we're going to have to purchase it. Okay? A lot of numbers, a lot of things to consider. Could be confusing, right? So do you remember earlier in the video I told you about my obsessive compulsive disorder spreadsheet? Well, I'm about to reveal it to you now. And hopefully you can make one and it'll help you out. And here it is. And at the top here, it talks about the cruise, the date. It has how many days, whether you're in port, whether you're in Cozumel, the times. There's an area over here for lunch reservation times, dinner reservation times, shows. And then down here is all the expenses, how much the cruise costs. So I'll put this up on the screen now, and you can see my craziness. But as far as this 5-night cruise, remember I told you it was free. In a grand suite, the total for the 2 of us was $7,674, which we got comped by the casino. All we had to pay was $290 for taxes, fees, and gratuity. That's it. That's all the cruise cost us. Now we decided to do some add-ons. So as you can see here, we did add the classic soda package, the deluxe dining package. We added the Hideaway Beach adults only on Cocoa K because we kind of like that. And all those included on the cruise, you know, will drive the price up a little bit. We're flying on Southwest. I do have companion pass, so I just had to pay $503 for my flight, and then Heather, my companion, flew for $11.20. And we got a hotel at the Holiday Inn in Miami for $212. So you can see the grand total at the bottom, $1,642. That is out of pocket that I had to pay for this cruise. Now, the casino comped a lot. That would have been like a $10,000 cruise if I didn't get the free cruise. So hopefully this sheet helps you out. It keeps things straight in my mind. And when you book a cruise, you just book the cruise. And then later you go online to add dining package, to add beverage package. The prices go up and down. They have specials, so keep checking back. So as I added something, I would add it to my spreadsheet just to keep it straight. I also have one here for the Utopia of the Seas. I'll put that up here. Utopia is only a 3-nighter. Coco Cay, Bahamas, Port Canaveral. Our cruise fare was $27.38. We had to pay gratuity, taxes, and port fees. So the total cruise cost us $304, and the rest was comped. Now, since it's the inaugural sailing, we wanted to go all out. We got the deluxe dining package. We got the deluxe drink package. We got the internet. We got the hideaway beach at Coco Cay, the Southwest flight, and the Radisson at the port. The Radisson was $304. Check the Radisson out. They'll pick you up at the airport, take you to the hotel, take you to the port in the morning, pick you up at the port, and take you back to the airport. And that was all for $304. So the grand total for this trip, $2,077.74. And again, if we didn't have the free cruise, it would have been about $5,000. So I hope this sheet helps you. Feel free to copy it and use it. I think it's a good idea. It just helps me keep things straight. And at the top here, I have lunch and dinner and show times, because if you're going to make reservations for a lunch or for a dinner, you want to know if you have a showtime reservation so there's no conflicts, because you just want to maximize your fun time on the cruise, right? So that is all the costs associated with the cruise. I hope it wasn't too confusing, but that's going to wrap up the cost of the cruise portion of this video. And now it's time to get into tips and tricks, things that we have learned on our first cruise. Boo! Okay, everybody, you made it this far. So I want to do a few tips and tricks. Once again, we've only been on one cruise, so we're not experts. But we did learn a lot on the first cruise, things that we did different and are doing different for future cruises. And we wanted to share that with you. So number one for our tips and tricks is when you book a cruise, you can check in for your cruise 45 days in advance. So you get the Royal Caribbean app, you go ahead on your computer, you go into your Royal Caribbean, pick your cruise, and check in 45 days. Once you're all checked in, you're able to print out your boarding pass and also your luggage tags. So you can print out luggage tags at home and you attach those to your bags, and then when you drop your bags off, they magically appear at your room. Isn't that amazing? But 45 days in advance, you can get to check it in. Now, the day before your cruise, I believe you got to go back in there and do a health questionnaire, but check in for your cruise 45 days in advance. Leads me into tip number 2 is buy lanyards and tag holders. So we purchased these lanyards from Amazon, of course, and it's nice because, let me just demonstrate. So this lanyard's right here. You get your sea pass and you keep it in here. It's waterproof. And then you can clip this off. Or when you buy a drink and the bartender wants to see your sea pass, this has a retractable swing and you can just give it to them. You follow what I'm saying? So, lanyards. First cruise, we did not have lanyards. We had our sea passes in our pockets. Then when you have your bathing suit, this just makes it so easy. Next, luggage tags. So you can see I already printed out our luggage tags, fold them up and put them in these plastic things. And then this just attaches to your luggage, right? So if you don't do that, they have instructions to just fold it up and staple it on your bag. But this is just nice to have, okay? Just makes it efficient. So if you buy those in advance, you get them very cheaply on Amazon. So that's number 2. Number 3, if you purchase any drink package, make sure when you board the ship, go get your cup. So our last cruise, I'm almost embarrassed to say this, but we didn't even know we'd get a cup. It was probably day 3 out of 4 when we finally asked someone, where did you get those Royal Caribbean cups? They're like, oh, you can ask for them at any bar. If you have a drink package, you get the cup. And those are the ones you fill at the soda station. Again, wish I'd have saw a video with tips and tricks. So get your cup right away. Just go to any bar and say, I would like to get my Royal Caribbean cup. They're going to ask to see your sail and sea pass to make sure you have the drink package, and they'll give you your cup. And then you have it. And number 4, if you're in doubt as to where or how to get somewhere, you can walk along the rooms to get from one end of the ship to the other. What I'm trying to say is on certain floors, like the promenade and boardwalk and Central Park, you can walk through, but then you kind of sometimes have to go up a flight to get around to go. You'll see when you go on a cruise that sometimes it's not a clear path. But what we found is anytime you get to the elevators, just go to either outside, and then your rooms run all the way down the sides of the ship. So all you got to do is get to the outside, and then you can go all the way back to the other end of the ship, come out where the elevators are, and then you worked around whatever you had to do instead of going down, over, and back up. It'll make sense when you go on a cruise. If you've been on a cruise, you know what I'm talking about. It was something that Heather discovered this tip, and we used it a lot. So number 5, get to the sailing city the day before your cruise. I mean, you do not want to fly into Miami on the morning of your cruise, because if there's a flight delay, which happens often nowadays, or even worse, a canceled flight, you're not going to miss your cruise. So we always fly in the day before. You get a hotel. You're settled in. If your flight's delayed, you get there later at night. If your flight gets canceled, you have the opportunity to jump on another flight to get there. And then you're at a hotel room. Last cruise, we stayed in Orlando, and in the morning of the cruise, we got shuttled over to Port Canaveral. I would never do that again, although the hotels can be cheaper in Orlando. I would get off the plane in Orlando and shuttle to Cape Canaveral, get a hotel there. We're going to get off the plane in Fort Lauderdale and shuttle to Miami and get a hotel there. That way in the morning you get up and you're just shuttled 5-10 minute drive to the port. I mean, it's cruise day. The excitement. You don't want to get up and have an hour bus ride to the port, do you? If you can help it. So that's a tip. I know budget plays into that. Sometimes you get a cheaper hotel away from the port, but if you could afford it, I recommend it. Number 6, download the Royal Caribbean app. So there's a feature on the Royal Caribbean app where you can text. You can text your travel partners on the ship. You don't have to have internet to use it. So if you don't buy the internet package, you can click on the Royal Caribbean app and say, hey, where you at? Oh, I'm outside of Chops having a cocktail at Vintage's Wine Bar. And you can text back and forth without internet access. So download the Royal Caribbean app. Also, the Royal Caribbean app gives you the daily schedule and the times of all the activities. It gives you so much information. You definitely want to download the Royal Caribbean app sooner than later, before you go, for sure. Number 7, go to your muster station as soon as you board the ship. Did you hear that? If you watch videos, you're going to hear everybody say that. Go to your muster station as soon as you get on the ship. I don't agree. I don't agree with that. No. I think you should go to your muster station very soon when you get on the ship, just to get it over with so you can relax and have your cruise. But when I get on that ship, I want to look around. I want to take in the atmosphere, and then I want to go get a cocktail. Just a boarding the ship celebration cocktail. That's all you got to do. Get on the Rising Tide bar, go to another bar, get a slice of pizza, get a cocktail, and then your vacation is started. And then when you're done with that cocktail, you can go find your muster station. Now, I understand what people are saying. Get it done right away. And it's so simple. So simple. You literally watch a video on your phone, go to the muster station, scan a code, and it's done. It takes literally 2 minutes. So do it relatively soon. But I think as soon as you get on the ship, you should do something enjoyable to start your cruise. My opinion. And finally, you do not need towels at Coco Cay. They have towels at Coco Cay. I'm going to repeat that. They have towels at Coco Cay. I don't know why, but I thought we had to get towels on the ship. And to get towels on the ship, you got to give them your sail and sea card, and they write it down, and you get charged if you don't return those towels. And then you carry them over to Coco Cay, and you use them, and you carry them back to the ship so you don't lose your towels, and then you return them. You don't have to do that. I didn't realize. Just get off the ship, travel lightly. Take a little beach bag, sunglasses, sunscreen. Once you get to Coco Cay, they have towels there. So you could use the towels at Coco Cay. Just something that made it easier for us. So that is it for the tips and trips. That is it for the Getting Set to Sell video. I hope this was helpful. If it is, and you're enjoying the video, go ahead and click that thumbs up button right now. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. We would love to have you as subscribers to our channel. And click that notification button so you will get notified when we post a video. You want to get notified on our first day when we get on the ship and do a live stream. So whenever we go live, you'll get notified if you click that button. The final thing I want to say is we have these Make It Happen with Don Black Clover Live Lucky hats that we sell. Go to makeithappenwithdon.com. Click on the shop button at the top of the screen. Check out the inventory. If you can see behind, there's several styles to choose from. Pick yourself up a hat. I'd love to ship one out to you if you're interested. I will promise you this. Every single hat that I have shipped out, well, that's not true. Not every single. 90% of the hats that I have shipped out, unsolicited, I received an email back from those folks saying, the quality is amazing, and it is their favorite hat. Honest, I'm not lying. It's their favorite hat. They love the hat. The quality is great. They're fitted. We have small, medium, and then large, extra large. So pick up a hat. That's all we got. We love you all. Thank you for subscribing. Live your blessed life because you are blessed. Remember, Monday, there will be a regular vlog. I believe it's Vegas day 2. However, there will also be a live stream on our first day of the cruise, so be looking for that. Check out the subscriber slideshow. We love all our subscribers. Don't shortchange them. Watch to the end. We love you all. Thank you for watching. Comment below if this was helpful in any way, shape, or form. We'll see you next time.
It's a brand new day. Let's make some magic, come with me. We're on a journey, we're on a ride. Together we'll conquer and reach new heights. Make it happen, make it loud. We're unstoppable, we're so proud. With every like and every share, our subscribers show that they care. Make it happen, come on and sing. With hearts of gold, we're spreading our wings. You're the reason we're having fun. We love all our subscribers, each and every one. to west, across the globe, our channel's growing, don't you know? You're the stars that light up our screen. You inspire us, make our dreams gleam. Make it happen, make it loud. We're unstoppable, we're so proud. With every like and every share, our subscribers show that they care. Make it happen, come on and sing. With hearts of gold, we're spreading our wings. You're the reason we're having fun. We love all our subscribers, each and every one. From east to west, across the globe, our channel's growing, don't you know? You're the stars that light up our screen. You inspire us, make our dreams gleam.